Hey everybody, it's me again. This is my second week of doing a YouTube video. Last week I touched base about why I'm doing this channel, and this week I'm going to touch about my story, how I got into fitness, and how I've been very consistent. And then at the end of the video I'm going to touch base about my weigh-ins, how I'm feeling, and my workouts. So 2.5 years ago, I didn't work out or anything. I didn't even really care of being active or eating healthy. I thought that was stupid or that didn't work. So I guess right after high school, so I guess this would be 3.5 years ago, me and my best friend, we would go out every single weekend and it was just ridiculous. That's all I did. I would drink a lot and throw up. It was dumb, and I kind of regret being like that. And I don't think I was necessarily a really bad person, but I obviously wasn't doing the best for myself. I was also going to university, and I was just not doing well in my classes at the time. I was unmotivated, and I personally didn't care. But I guess I surrounded myself with people telling me, oh, you're not gonna like life after high school, so you better enjoy your time now. Or you're so young, enjoy it because life sucks. And I really listened to that, and it bothered me so much that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have fun. And I guess it was just the choices that I was making that I realized I surrounded myself with wrong people. And it was just, I felt really bad, really, but I didn't really care. I was doing a job that I really hated, and I just wasn't very happy with myself. But that's how I was living. I'm like, there has to be something, and I guess the universe heard what I was saying because I was at a point where I was just kind of sleeping all day. I didn't do any of my hobbies. I watched TV and just kind of waited. I had a really crappy relationship too. The boyfriend I was with, like there was nothing special at the time, which I have to say I'm with a guy now that I just love. So things are really really good. But yeah, I didn't really do anything great. And then I guess when I was working at the daycares where I was at, that was my old job. I like kids. I just didn't like the job. Um, but anyways, there was a girl that I really was good friends with, and she was reading this book called The Body for Life Challenge. And that book is basically about just working out, eating healthy, how to use it in your life, and I guess a little bit of self-development. At that time, I didn't understand what it was. I'm like, I don't want to read it. And she's like, you should. And I just said, no, it's okay. Like, I don't read. She's like, okay. So I guess that week went on, and then I was kind of asking people. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm just so fit. I don't know why I said that, but I'd say I'm so fit and I feel great. Like, don't I look good? And I was being stupid, but I wanted to hear people's opinions. So I would kind of hint, and I wanted to hear what they would say. And they would all be nice. They're like, oh yeah, like you look average and all that stuff. I'm like, well, that's good enough, right? Like, that's all I need. But then the girl's like, you know what? Just read the book. And I said, okay. Like, she had really good progress. I don't know if she's still really doing it, but at the time she was doing really good. So I said, okay, I guess I'll buy it. So I thought it wouldn't hurt to buy a book. I hated reading at the time. By the way, though, I read all the time now. But I bought the book, and I wasn't sure if I was actually going to read it, but I was like, you know what? I would really like to just look the best as I could. And in high school, people would be really mean to me, and I didn't have the best time. So I was like, you know what? I can just show those bullies, like, they missed a really good person, you know? And that was one of my motivations. I don't know if that's the best motivation, but it was something that kind of gave me, like, a kickstart. And then I'm like, I'm going to read just one chapter and we'll see what happens. And I instantly fell in love with the book. I read the whole thing. I read it within 2 days, and I thought it would have taken me 2 weeks. I did all the exercises that it told me to do, and it had a really great meal plan. And the most important thing I took from the Body for Life challenge was my self-development. I literally changed myself, and it just talked about things that you should get away from, just more like people, or just your surroundings in general. Just make sure you're in a happy, positive environment, and you're always constantly working on yourself. Keep doing goal setting. And I really implemented that. So I guess now from this day, it's been 2.5 years. Um, the day when I started, though, I think the first month went very, very well. I kept progress pictures so everyone could see. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go all out. I don't want to back out of this. I'm giving my 100%. So I started my Twitter. By the way, I will link it onto the bottom. It's my personal page, but I'll add you if you tell me who you are. So yeah, the first month was good. No one really saw too much progress, honestly, but I mean, I found changes in myself. I was eating better, and I'm like, wow, I can do this. And every week went by really, really fast, and I'm like, this is awesome. I I loved it really, actually, because I had something to look forward to, and I never felt like that. And then slowly, I was actually getting out of those bad crowds of going out. I actually just stopped drinking eventually. And then the second month and third month was the end of the challenge, and I did the challenge really, really well. And my weight loss was actually incredible, and I just maintained it off for so long now. And I always look back to that. I was like, I just started, and that's how I done it. But what actually kept me going was more the self development. I did goal settings, habits, always pushing myself. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, I can't stop. If I stopped, I invested so much time in myself, I'm an idiot. And now everything is just like a habit. So I guess it's stuck in me that I just have to work out or eat healthy. And I don't do anything spectacular. Like, I really just eat clean. Right now I am following something, but I'll explain that in a minute. And I do just workouts 5-6 times a week with cardio. And literally, I just worked out. And people would be like, how do you do it? Like, you have no excuse. And I'm like, literally, it's only 4% of your day working out. Like, it's not hard to do an hour workout. Literally, if you looked at myself, my schedule is crazy. Right now, I'm doing my magic business. I have 2 other part-time jobs. My boyfriend lives at another province, and I'll drive a few hours to see him. I volunteer. I'm trying to get into like a new program for school. So, I mean, I really don't care about the excuses. If you want something, you can make something happen. And I know that's harsh, but if you actually want something, you'll make the time for it. It's just how it is. No one's going to do it for you. It's honestly just for yourself. And me, for where I came from, I know that for a fact. It's all on you. No one's going to help you. Though you can find support systems that people will push you, but at the end, everything is your decision. And that is really hard to grasp sometimes, but that's just how I took it, and I understand that. And I think people, if they want to be consistent, that's probably the best way to go, is you really have to push yourself. You can literally think, oh, it's so hard to go. But I think it's harder when you start getting into it, that if you stop, you invested a lot of time, money, and I guess there are some situations where you just had to, which is fine. Like, some people just have really busy lives, I guess, but for most people, you can take your time out of the day or even do simple workouts. Like, you don't even have to do anything crazy. Like, you can even join a sport, which I did for a bit too. Just getting out there. Like, life is really short, and you just have to keep yourself active or you're going to miss so many opportunities. So that's how I kept my motivation and kept going. So during that time period, I also did a fitness competition. It was called Bikini. I did really good, actually. I did super, super good. Unfortunately, I didn't place. But it was a really good time. And the reason I did it was to keep myself going. I really, really, really wanted to just push myself, to do something I liked. I'm not going to lie, I was bummed that I didn't place. But I realized I don't think that was the category for me, and I understand that everyone can win. Then that's okay. It doesn't matter because I did it, and now I'm doing a different competition. I'm doing this competition, and it's more figure. I think it's more suitable for my body type. And now what I'm doing, I'm taking 4,000 calories a day roughly. I'm working out 5 times a week, just per muscle group, or I guess that's the best way to say it, per muscle group, with 30 minutes of cardio 5 times a week. Now, this is what I'm doing. However, I am competing, so please don't do this much cardio. Do what you like. I usually don't do that much. I usually do cardio 2 to 3 times a week, 10 to 20, 30 minutes. So I'm doing a lot right now because I am competing. So be aware when I talk about what I'm eating and stuff, it's because of that. So don't get confused. And yeah, I'm really excited right now for my workouts. I feel like my strength is increasing, and that's a really good thing. Before, my form was really crappy, and now I'm really getting into form and focus. So I've been doing that. And that's what I'm going to be talking about mostly now for the next workouts is my fitness competition, how excited I am. I weigh in 168. I am 5'11", so I'm very tall. And I'm at a big bulking stage. Right now, because I am bulking, I feel great. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I start cutting. I'm not a fan of cutting, but I know I'll need to when probably 2 months out. I'm a little intimidated, not going to lie. But you guys will see my progress. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to do progress pictures on my Instagram page because I just don't want too many people getting wrong impressions. But if anyone's interested, I can always start a Facebook group and everyone can add their pictures, what they're doing. If that's an interest, let me know on the bottom. So thank you so much for watching. That was my little fitness story. And I guess to close off, how I've been consistent is literally just focusing on yourself. Working out, if you do research, has a lot of benefits. You just have more energy and you feel great. For my self-development, I do one hobby I love per day. I read 30 minutes. I do gratitude. I listen to audio. And those are my just little self-developments I work every day. I take consistent progress pictures and I look at others who are doing well and what they're doing. So I just literally change my mindset. I'm just very positive. That's how I'm consistent. I have a very huge why. I really just want to do good. I want to help people. I'm working on some businesses right now, and that's my why. I just want to help people get out of their comfort zones and get out where they are if that's not good, like I was, and I want to help people with that. I'm in the process of changing my site to be more towards that with a twist. I will let you know when I launch that site. Sorry for this video being long. I promise all my other videos are going to be super short. So that is my little mini fitness story. If you have more questions about it, I'm not sure if I answered all your questions, please let me know. Comment, subscribe, just follow me. I'm really active on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, I guess Facebook. All the other social links are on the bottom. Alright, I'll see you guys next week, and I'll keep you updated more about my fitness competition.